Stephen King is amazing. He's always has been, he always will be. This film was one of his best books, Carrie. Carrie is about this girl in high school that is bullied all the time, and she has a rough home life, and it ends up she ends up figuring out that she has telekinesis. And when she realizes this, it's a little bit too late. Now, I kind of just spoil a little bit because if you haven't seen this, you probably have seen the other two renditions. And this film is one of those films where I like to reiterate, leave the original alone. The original to this film itself beats out the other one that they did after, and even the one they did in 2013. Now, Carrie came out in 1976. I mean, it was the 70s. They had true horror back then. Of course, it's rated R. It's an hour and 38 minutes. And there are only two names I want you to grab from this. Sissy Spacek. Pretty sure I botched her last name, but anyways, she plays Carrie. And you can see she kind of looks fucking creepy as hell. And then you have John Travolta as Billy Nolan. And Travolta was the king in the 70s. He was an up-and-coming, everybody loved him because of Vinnie Barbarino from Welcome Back, Kotter. Now, I don't know about you, but high school is one of the hardest, I guess, tests that we have to pass in this world. And Bowling for Soup, the band, ends up playing it very well, where high school never ends, because it really doesn't. You have all of the right friends that you need, and you just sit there and you wonder to yourself, will it ever end? Well, it doesn't. Either you grow out of it or you don't. And Carrie was so manipulated in this film where she was bullied so much that she ended up becoming a teacher's pet. And that's great. Teacher's pet. I was one. I mean, it's not something to be proud about, but it's not something to be ashamed about either. Because in high school, if you focus on what's important to you, that's all that matters. And that's all Carrie was trying to do. She's trying to make it through. Well, all she did was get bullied. And it actually got to the point where she was just done with everything. She just wanted to graduate. She wanted to be done. And then this preppy rich girl decided I wanted to mess with her some more. So has her boyfriend give a fake invitation to prom, and let's just say it didn't end too well for Carrie. She ends up getting pig's blood all over her, and that's when the telekinesis really rocks their world. And let's just say they learned their lesson after that to not bully the loner in their class. Now, you're probably just sitting there thinking, well, hey, Jared, why am I going to watch this? You just gave it all away. You're going to watch it because you want to know what they did to Carrie. You want to know what drove her to the brink of madness. Because the way that Stephen King did it, it's phenomenal. You know, you sit there, you feel for Carrie. Even when she's killing these people, you don't feel for the people dying. You feel for Carrie because they drove her to this. There was a point where, like I said, she was done. She didn't want to deal with this. And they continued to poke and prod at her. Now, like I said before, I have a twisted sense of humor. So maybe you won't feel that way. But it's still a good watch. Sadly, there's no place that I've been able to find it. I had to go out and buy it on Amazon. IMDb gives it a 7.4 out of 10. I give it a 5 out of 5. Excuse me, because even though I won't watch it all the time, it's still a movie that has a good storyline. You're sitting there and you're entrapped by it. All you want to do is watch it, figure out how it ends. And granted, I just gave you a good portion of how it ends, but you want to know how it gets to that point. Trust me, because my brother ruined this for me, and I still wanted to know. So give it a watch if you can find it. Let me know. See you soon.